Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is SimplyKrystelle. So today's video is going to be a battles of concealer video. But I'm gonna split this video in two. I'm gonna do one for high-end and one for affordable drugstore concealer. So this video is gonna be the high-end affordable concealer portion. So I thought I would just come on here and just talk to you guys about the concealers and my top concealers and kind of demo the concealers for you guys and show you guys how they look on my face. Now before we get on to the video, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel down below for more videos like this, and also let me know in the comment section what other videos you guys want to see. So let's get on to the video. So I thought that I would rate the concealers I'm going to talk to you guys about in order from least to favorite. I have 6 concealers today. I've become a concealer junkie. I always want to try out new concealers. I always want to find out new concealers that are coming out, and I always want to purchase the new concealers that are coming out and stuff. This is what I'm going to be talking to you guys about is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer, and this is the concealer right here. And this concealer is, for a while I was using this concealer non-stop. I think I got this around 2017. So when I first purchased this concealer, I was using it non-stop. I think with the purchase of new concealers, I found other concealers that I like way more than this. I know this concealer has been compared to, I think, the Smashbox concealer. Some people swear by this concealer, some people love it. I don't mind the concealer, but it's such a lightweight coverage that I feel like it doesn't really cover my dark circles. It doesn't really cover the creases I have underneath my eye. It doesn't really cover what I want it to cover. If you're a everyday person with your concealer, this will definitely work for you. I really don't mind this concealer. I don't mind having it in my collection. Am I going to repurchase this concealer? Probably not, because like I said before, I have concealers that I love way more than this concealer that are affordable as well. I was using it so much before, but then I purchased other concealers that I like way more. So yeah, this concealer is not bad. It's just such a lightweight concealer, and I just am more of a medium to full coverage concealer. This is definitely a light coverage. I don't know if I tried building it up, but I feel like it still doesn't build up to the intensity I want it to. So yeah, this is I think the whole collection my least favorite concealer. So the next concealer that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer. I wear the shade C13. Everything will be linked down below in the description box, my shades that I wear. I'll even leave the prices for you guys and for these concealers. So the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, this is definitely a full coverage concealer. I remember when the whole Tarte debacle went down, I think last year with the whole shades thing. A lot of people were getting rid of their Tarte Shape Tape, and a lot of people were saying that this is it's a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, and a lot of people were loving this. I don't hear people really talking about this concealer anymore. I don't hear anybody talking or raving about this concealer. But it's a really good concealer. It's not my favorite, to be honest with you. It's not my favorite full coverage concealer. I like this concealer. I don't love it. I don't reach for it as much. I said, that I have other concealers in my collection that I reach for way more than some of these concealers. It's not a bad concealer. I think that they can do better with the shade ranges that they have. They don't have a horrible shade range, but I feel sometimes the undertones are a little off. They're a little more reddish. This one, C13, is pretty golden, but it jumps. From C13 to C14, it's a big jump. So I think that they need to definitely work on the shade ranges. But yeah, this concealer is a full coverage concealer. It's not a bad concealer. Am I in love with this concealer? No, I don't love it. I don't even use it that much anymore. I use it a lot to prime my eyelids, and that's what I've been doing for a lot of my concealers, the ones I don't really use that much, especially ones like this one that are full coverage. I just use it to prime my eyelids, because I'm if I already have it, I'm not going to repurchase it, so I might as well use it as an eye primer. And it works really well as eye primer. My eyeshadows blend really seamlessly and really smooth with this as an eye primer. The next concealer that I wanted to talk about in my video is actually these right here. These are the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealers. These are actually kind of new releases. These came out a couple months ago. And this, for the price, is a really good concealer. Like, this is definitely full coverage. A little goes a very long way. I don't know if it lasts 16 hours. I haven't done like a wear test on it, but it's a really full coverage, very nice concealer. This concealer actually is probably one of my top drugstore affordable concealers. I don't use this concealer a lot, but the times that I do use it, it's really good. Like, a tip that I have for this concealer is that you do have to work very quickly when you're using this concealer. Like, what I do a lot is I'll swipe under both eyes at the same time, and I'll do like between my brows and my nose and stuff. But with this concealer, you have to do like one section at a time, just because it dries down so fast that by the time you get to your second eye, it's already like dried and it's like kind of hard to work with. So you either have to work quickly or just do it section by section. I find that doing it section by section works better for me with this concealer because it's such a full coverage concealer and it dries down so fast. But aside from that, it gives you such a smooth, like, flawless finish. I feel like with this concealer, under my eyes looks so bright and under my eyes looks so awake. And this concealer is a really good concealer, and it's so affordable. And will I repurchase concealer? Absolutely. I will definitely repurchase this in the future. Very good concealer, and it's definitely worth the price, and it's probably better than some of my high-end concealers that I have in my collection. So I have this concealer right here. This is the Catrice Camouflage 12-Hour High Coverage Concealer. This is a new purchase for me. I haven't worn this concealer a lot, but of the couple times I've worn it, I really like the coverage of this concealer. It's such an, I've never bought anything from Catrice, so this is like a first time purchase of mine from this brand, and the concealer is actually really good. The only thing I don't like about this concealer is that it has a smell. Like, it has a very intense odor to it. It has a very strong paint like smell, and I don't really like the smell. It's very fragrancy, and it just, to me, it smells like when I used to put relaxer in my hair. It smells kind of like that. Like, it smells like a relaxer, but like more toned down than the relaxer. But I just don't like the smell at all, but I love the coverage. But it's just, I wish it had a different smell. But anyway, so this concealer is really good. It's a very for sure full coverage concealer. This concealer, like it brightens my under eyes just like the e.l.f. one does. It makes, I feel me look so awake. Like, when you see the side-by-side comparison, you'll see that the right side of my face looks so much brighter and even, and the left side looks more dull because I have like no makeup on like my face at all except for my concealer underneath my eyes, and like the right and the left are like night and day. And I feel like this concealer really does a really good job at covering my under eyes, covering my dark circles, covering any lines I have underneath my eyes. And this is actually, I didn't even set it with powder. So imagine what it would look like with powder if I set it. Like, by itself, it's just so amazing. It's such a great concealer. And it's also a very affordable concealer as well. On to the next concealer. So this one is a favorite by so many people here on YouTube. This is the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I absolutely love this concealer. I absolutely adore this concealer. I just love ColourPop in general. I think they're such a great brand. They're just so, I don't know what it is about this brand that makes me like love them as much as I do. One, their prices are amazing, but their products that they come out with, you can tell that they put thought and effort into it. And this concealer is one of my favorite concealers, high-end, drugstore, affordable, whatever. I have used this concealer so much, it's actually drying out. I probably have to order another one. But if I'm looking for a concealer that I want to wear every day, this is definitely it. This is not a, I wouldn't consider this like a full thick coverage concealer. It's definitely a little bit more liquidy. It's definitely a little thinner like consistency, thinner like formula, but it covers so well. And I just love the shade. I feel like it's such a beautiful highlighting shade for me for like my under eyes and the center of my face. And this concealer is just so good. Like, this concealer is not full coverage, it's not thick or anything like that, but it's the perfect amount of coverage, if that makes sense. I really love this concealer. I will continue to repurchase this concealer in the future. And it's such a good affordable concealer for $6. This concealer I'm going to be talking to you guys about today is actually this right here. This is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I didn't know if I wanted to include this concealer in my video just because of the whole controversy with the brand and them selling in China. I actually haven't really sat down and researched it, if they are not considered cruelty free anymore or if they are. So actually I wanted to include this because I absolutely love this concealer. Like, I don't know what it is about this concealer, the Wet n Wild one, but it's an amazing concealer. Like, I think this is definitely like one of my top 3 concealers in my whole collection. I love this concealer so much. I just love the coverage that I get with it. I love the shade. The shade is perfect for me. The coverage is amazing. The way it just makes my under eye look is amazing. Makes my under eye look so smooth. I don't know if I'm going to continue using this, whether it's depending on what I find out when I do my research on whether they're cruelty free or not. That'll determine. I really hope they still are cruelty free and they don't like sell in China. But this concealer is an amazing concealer, and it's really affordable as well. You get 0.29 fluid ounces, which is most than the average concealer, I guess. And this is such an amazing concealer, you guys. Like, when you apply it, it is a thicker formula. It's a thicker formula, but it's such a full coverage. It's a full coverage. It's definitely brightens under your eyes. It covers everything really well, and it's so smooth. Like, you would think, because it's so thick, you would think, oh, it's gonna look cakey. It doesn't look cakey at all. It blends so effortlessly. It blends so smooth. It's just an amazing concealer, and I absolutely love this concealer. If they are still cruelty free, I definitely will continue to purchase from them this concealer. Like, this will have to be my collection. If they're not cruelty free, I guess I'll just have to toss it, and I have other concealers that are really good as well. But the Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer is amazing. It's super affordable, and it's an amazing like coverage, and you're not breaking the bank with this concealer. So these are all the concealers that I have that are drugstore affordable in my collection. I was thinking about doing another video with my more high-end concealers and do like a battle of concealers video with them. But I really hope you guys like this video. Again, thank you so much for watching my video. My name is SimplyKrystelle. Please subscribe to my channel down below. Please leave a comment down below as well what your favorite concealer is, and please give this video a big thumbs up. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.